Garry Paskwietz joined by Darrell Rideaux. And Darrell, we're sitting here getting ready for the ASU game, but also licking some chops coming off the Notre Dame game. You had a chance to watch practice today. What are you seeing from the state of the mind of the Trojans right now?
Well, Garry, you don't see – normally you would see all smiles from me, but coming off of a loss to Notre Dame, a rivalry game that you always circle on your calendar if you're a Trojan, regardless of what year it is, it's very hard and sombering. It's a sobering feeling to come watch practice and not feel the energy and the disdain for a loss coming off of that game. And that leads me wondering with great concern, what is the mindset of this team?
And you asked Clay Helton in his post-practice press conference, Coach, how do you balance it? Yeah, obviously it's been a long season so far, no bye weeks, so you want to keep guys healthy, but you also need to keep up that intensity. Yeah. And Helton kind of chuckled before he answered because he knew that's a serious question.
Yeah, because, Garry, winning is infectious and losing can extend a season. And the greatest way to overcome the fact that you don't have a bye week is to get back to winning habits. And winning habits start in practice. It starts with tendencies. It starts with thudding up, hitting. Even if you don't take guys to the ground, there's a lot to be said about the physicality early in the week. It's kind of like earning your lunch money for the end of the week, and that reward is oftentimes dishing out punishment to your opponent. But when you're in shorts and shirts half the week, it's hard to simulate that type of physicality come Saturday. That concerns me once again from a team that desperately needs that type of physicality and consistency in the way that they practice.
And let's end talking about, because what we're going to see on Saturday is another team that wants to run the football. Yeah. And let's face it, the Trojans right now along the defensive line, we did not see Josh Fatu this week, hoping to see him. Porter Gustin, unknown. He's been out here, not dressed, but Christian Rector went out today. We don't know about him. So there are issues on the D-line. What do you do if you are Clancy Pendergast and Kenichi Udeze?
Well, I think the first thing that you have to do is you have to turn to the big seven, the front seven on your defensive line, and recognize that it's not an entitlement to wear that cardinal and gold, that letterman. It's a want to and it's a will that they have to inflict. And oftentimes you may not get that from experience, so you have to bring a certain amount of energy and technique, attention to details to the way that you prepare. Regardless of what seven lines up, that doesn't matter. Whatever the call might be, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters and the only thing that these Trojans can control going into the desert is the energy that they bring and the attitude and state of mind that they come with. If they come with the right energy, they can dictate the tempo of the game. But if they show another lackluster performance like they did against South Bend, it could be another long night for these Trojans.
Well, the game's going to start late 7:45 Saturday night in Tempe. It's a battle for the Pac-12 South, Trojans and Sun Devils. For Darrell, this is Garry Paskwietz. You're watching WeAreSC.